Okay, welcome back to the Last Titans talk show. We're still sort of carrying on with beef and trawling, and then we will probably go on a tangent about something else. Let's get going. I know Chrome and I know Dev want to speak because Dev didn't get a chance to speak last time, and Chrome's got a little story for us. So if them two, one of them two, want to start jumping in, and then we'll see where we go. Trolling and beefing in battle rap. We've covered a bit of it about sort of how far should you take it, how personal is too personal, should you be bringing up dead relatives, wives, children in rap? It's debatable. Some things that we said, if you can pull it off well and you've murdered the opponent, maybe, but if you pulled it off shit and you're just grabbing at angles and just all that shit just to try and fucking get a win. Lots of other shit about people snaking each other, so people find out personal information, you with confidence, and then your mates, then you battle, and then all of a sudden they use this fucking personal shit you told them, which weren't, what I mean? It's not supposed to be known, and they fucking air it out just for the win, just for the win on that battle, and you end up losing mates and shit. I think everyone's lost some friends at some point due to battle rap, where someone's just taking it too far, and you're like, what the fuck? I mean, anyway, yeah.
Actually, all right. Well, since you bring it up like that, I got two things to talk about. So I'll talk about one thing, and this is Dev didn't get to go. I'll let him go, and then if I get another chance, I'll go ahead and tell y'all about the main story.
Yeah.
But speaking on like battle rap beefing and getting into it and losing a mate over it, there's a dude named Stray Dog the Illest, rest in peace. That was my brother in this shit. Now, for the sake to keep the drama down, I'm not going to name said name for this one because the beef is not there anymore in my heart. I hope it's not there in his, but not to rekindle it. I'm just not going to say names. But there was another dude that Stray knew that he introduced me to on a personal, at the crib level, instead of just battle rap level, that was rapping, went through a lot of depression in his life, was actually getting a lot of numbers. Like when he would drop a song and music video, he'd get like 20,000 views the first 24 hours. But he's falling out of love with that shit. Depression was eating his ass up. So me and Stray gave him battle rap. We taught him everything he knows about battle rap. From the time he'd wake up to the time he would be ready to start drinking after work and go to sleep, this motherfucker was battling one of us. Long story short, we brought him to a battle league, got him in the door, and immediately when he got a different crew of individuals around him in his ear, he turned on us. And it ended up me jumped in the hospital by somebody I helped just create, all because of battle rap politics.
Yeah, I think everyone's experienced that at some point where you've introduced someone into it and then they get in with the other people, they start chatting with other people, and they're not fucking answering your texts and like what the fuck? Like, I mean, I brought you into it. Why are you fucking doing that back? There's a lot of
And
that.
the bad part is, during the time of me bringing him into it, bro, he's watched me go through bullshit with the people that got in his ear. And at the end of the day, he ended up standing with them
He don't
and
saying to
not standing with me. And the bad part is, it wasn't even a, bro, I brought you into this stand with me shit. I didn't even tell him where to stand. I said, be a grown ass man. You do what you do.
People chase clout, man, and don't know what real loyalty is, man. That's sad, bro.
you'll know if people are loyal. I think when you're going through shit and you ghost off everyone, you're going
Not that.
yourself.
I mean,
The
the
people
ego.
actually reach out, even if it's just like like, no, I mean, they're the people what are there.
Yeah, I mean,
I
he's
went
saying
through
to
shit.
him on a personal level, like taught him how to battle rap. Basically, I mean, that's a little different, man. Like you got a relationship built with somebody like that, and he basically sold him out for nothing except he tried to get farther in his career, like or whatever it was, maybe and
That's pretty much it.
That's what we talked on the first episode. We were saying about that people like, no, I mean, they
that's
snake you
horrible.
just for a win, for an
Yeah,
online battle, not even a like. They're snaking you for an online battle win, and you're like, nothing to not. I mean, not to take anything away from online battle. I only do online battle. But
no, but no,
like,
I understand that,
you know
but
what I mean?
still,
It's like
go.
really, like I've known you for like 2 years. We chatted, we've been rapping. you know, we get matched up. I thought, oh, it'll be a good little thing. And then all you know,
Cam,
they're fucking.
Cam, what was the reasoning for you getting jumped? I mean, did he spread like bullshit about you, or
No, the shit behind the getting jumped shit, I still to this day don't understand that shit, bro. Because it stemmed to an argument. We had an argument at one point because, long story short, after he had his tryout with the league, I brought up, and I'm glad we're doing it the way we're doing it because I told the story that started listening to y'all talk. I was like, damn, I didn't give no kind of context. Um, long story short, during his motherfucking run in battle rap when he first started, he did his gauntlet, got in through the gauntlet, and the person he beat in the gauntlet got through the gauntlet because they did good enough as well. So the next card they battled at the opening of the card. Battle took forever to start. And back then, I'm gonna be real. Chrome used to get fucked up. I ended up getting on a couple perks, a couple triple stack X pills, and a whole
Ooh,
bunch of brown liquor. I was biting down
holy
hard.
shit.
So when my people were battling, I'm in the background doing stupid shit like Hulk Hogan poses and Macho Man voices after the bars and shit. And usually the shit sells when I do that shit. And when the new dude went, my homeboy that we raised in the battle rap, basically, when he went, he did it, and it made his round harder than what it really was, and got him the battle. And he let the people get in his ear because they didn't like me doing that. They felt like that was gassing the crowd, and in a way, it kind of was because they're like, "Oh, this dude on stage getting crunk with him, we getting crunk too. Fuck it." You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
there's no rule against that though. I mean, like,
There's no rule saying you can't
Everyone
have a
goes
hype
through
man.
in hype,
no,
man.
like,
That's the thing. I've seen that before. When you look at battles and like the person's won
But
because they got more of their own mates in the crowd, like live events.
mm-hmm.
You look at
Shit, people tag their homies in and they do half a round for them these days. That's a common factor.
I
bro,
mean,
especially
wait to previous. If you can go to like, if you've got a local rapper and you go to his place, his state where he is, where he's got his fans, everyone knows him. He can make all the local references. If you go there and you can kill him, and it shows, like, you know what I mean. I don't have to
you know
fucking.
what though? It's like, all right, I'm out in Cleveland, right? And we have a couple battlers out here that can't rap worth a shit, okay, but will bring 2 busloads of people,
Mm.
and they will get gassed the entire time, and they will look like the winner because they're bringing in revenue.
Yep.
Do you see
And
what
the
I'm
sad
saying?
part, as long as they do that, they will never improve as an MC ever.
They'll
No,
never
They'll
improve as an
never
MC,
they'll
everyone's
but they'll
never
keep
be
getting
able to enjoy the culture in its purest form ever.
no, because they're gonna keep getting booked, and nobody's gonna say a word to them because they're bringing in money.
right, let me bring Dev into this because Dev's been like patiently waiting in the library for like.
Let me finish up let
Oh,
me finish up with what Rich asked real quick. You said what led up to me getting jumped. They tried to say that I fucked his footage up when we all seen the footage and it was perfect. Like it made it seem like he had an instant classic on his first battle. And it got in his ear and he's like, yo, bro, what the fuck on Facebook for like a day and a half about me fucking his footage up, bitching about the shit. I'm like, bro, you wouldn't fucking be here if I didn't get you here. I'm sorry if I fucked your footage up, but this shouldn't be that big of a fucking deal because I gave you this culture to do.
Yeah, but what I'm saying,
and this is on
He
an
just kept
online battle.
trolling and
still like,
trolling and trolling and trolling until I said, you know what, bro, you know where the fuck I live at. If it's that serious, see me. And the motherfucker rode around the neighborhood and caught me walking with 3 people and jumped up, do 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 do, and it was over. And shortly after, I got blackballed. That's a different story.
you have to say that the next one. I'm intrigued, man. You can change names, but I still want to. I'm intrigued. Dev, jump in because you've been more patient
Okay.
for a long time.
Okay. I'm gonna start with something similar and everything since my boy Chrome was on a topic like that and everything. Like, okay, there's a guy named Daniel. I forget his last name. But took him under my wing. He would hit me up I met him through Beverly, met him online, whatever, and the kid had potential. He could rap, whatever. I would throw him in a couple groups, whatever, and I was training him, mentoring him. I was helping him with mad shit or whatever, and he was so stoked about wanting to meet one day, and wham bam. Now I'm thinking, okay, this kid could be a nice little thing for the team. Hmm?
Just an asset, like I mean, like it's like
Yeah.
use later on.
Yeah, definitely. So like, as it start going, he start getting back into music, start killing. I introduced him to a guy named Greg Long and everything, and Greg Long had radio stations and podcasts, and he was helping him whatever. And then I said bump it. So I had a trip to Bradford, PA, and he didn't live too far from Bradford, PA. So I was like, okay, well look, I'm going to Bradford, PA or whatever, and you don't live too far from there. If you able to, we link up and we just do this music thing in person for a little bit. You said you wanted to meet anyway, whatever, and wham bam. So I go out there. It take him like a month to get there, but he finally gets there. Then in person, this kid wanted to do so many drugs, so many pills, party all the time. I was like, oh, he ain't trying to do no music or battle rap like I thought. That was just his online persona or whatever. Then I go down, I'm chilling with him one night, and I'm saving him. Like he is getting his ass kicked, getting jumped by just starting shit every chance he get. I saved him, whatever, and then I just end up giving up on the shit. And then when I gave up and I going back in town and left him, he started trashing me. He wanted to betray me. He wanted to do the most. He was robbing people. He was getting people's cash apps that I knew, and just like getting his own cut or whatever, and then not even paying them back. And then he fucked up a lot of business for me. But eventually, I cut him off, and I told everybody else too.
You get people like that. Just not even about just in life. You will get leeches. You will get someone like they latch onto you, and if they like, I mean, they'll get involved in all your shit, all your friends, all your shit, and then they just fuck you up. And you have to know, like, you get to that point where you have to keep apologizing for him, like, oh, sorry, like, he's new, he's just like that. And then you get to the point, it's like, my mates are getting pissed off at me because of this geezer. Right? And you have to actually cut them off. You have to be like, look, you know what I mean? Like, cool when I met you, you're cool. And then like I brought I'll bring you in, I'll meet you, and then they've been a prick. And that's happened multiple times. I've been in like thousands of group chats and thousands of groups, and everywhere you go, like I mean, you'll meet someone, they'll be, oh, you chat away, you getting like, they latch on, you go, oh yeah, I'll put you into this group, I'll put you in this battle chat group. And they come in and they just cause shit. They just go in there, start fucking beefing everyone. You're trying to mediate, and you think, you know what? I don't even know this guy. I don't even know this guy. Fuck him.
The thing is, too, is that you gotta really take your time with getting to know who you're surrounding yourself with.
Yeah.
Like I always say, trust your gut too, man. Like if your gut's telling you something, like try to. I mean, I know not all the time it won't work like that. It might already be past that option, but your gut's telling you like, if it ain't right, it ain't right. But like I remember when I first got into battle rap, man. Like I joined up and clicked up with a squad, my first battle. I joined Wind Gang, which was actually, I mean, pretty deep. I was with Rage Rush, Timeless, Bobby O, Cheddar, a couple other people. And it slowly, I didn't know I got myself into a group that was deteriorating from the inside because of personal bullshit that was going on. And I got stuck in the middle of it. So, you know what I'm saying? I was dealing with people's problems and like, who am I siding with? And like, it was like bullshit. Like I was like, man, I'm just here to rap, bro. And then one of the dudes that actually I stuck by the whole time which was Bobby O. Was like my brother, and then some fucked up shit happened to where I haven't really spoke about this publicly too much, but let's just say that he was doing something he wasn't supposed to and is against the law with a minor. Okay. And I got little ones, and this dude's at my house all the time, and I treated him like family and brought him in and everything else, man. Well, the type of things that he had done, and that I had, was heard about, and also I could tell he was lying when I approached him. Like he just didn't want to speak to me. I cut him off, man. I haven't spoken to him since, and that was like my family. You know what I mean? Like, Yeah, Bobby. And then
You know what I mean? There's
the night I was supposed to go to an event with him, he got pistol whipped in the face outside and got his shit beat in. You know, like if I would have been there with my wife and I would have stuck up, who knows if that would have just been a pistol whip? I could have got shot over some shit that he did that I don't approve of.
That's what I mean.
You know what I'm saying? Like but God, something happened that day and didn't allow me and my wife to go. You know, so you know, shit's crazy how that happens. So like,
I think that's the thing. I think that's the problem as well. Like sometimes I mean, it's great. Like, I'll communicate with people all over the world, but you only know like, you know what I mean? They're online persona. They're like, you ain't like knowing them in real life. You ain't seeing them every day and seeing their mum and dad and know their family, their background. You know what I mean? Like, this is the thing is sometimes like, you can only go on what people were portraying out. Everyone's going to project the image they want you to see. It's only over time that you start seeing the cracks in the foundations and if they're real or not. You know what I'm saying? When you go through shit, I've been it multiple times. Like Dev's gone through shit, I've gone through shit, and like we'll reach out to each other. Only just be like, "You like, dude, how's it going?" I mean, little things like that. But like, they're the things that
not only
when
though,
you,
like,
you know what I mean. You know who's actually your mate and who are just people who are trying to hype you up online or just there to try and get you to look at their shit. So many people like friend request you just so they can share their fucking shit and look at their shit. And you've got other people like I said like us that will actually talk bollocks like don't even like.
What was fucked up really for me though too is that I didn't even realize this, but like people in the league like that I knew didn't tell me anything and actually held me back, and people were not booking me like I should have been booked because of personal problems they had with somebody else, and I was repping Wing Gang, not knowing any of this. That shit like
into that.
Like,
because I've got put into that body bag entertainment or United States for BBE it's called now. And basically, I had this geezer, I didn't really know him. He's just like, oh, I need some people to join our crew. And I was like, fuck it, why not? You know what I mean? Join his crew. And then all of a sudden, I'm in the middle of a crew war. And like, I'm fighting these geezers. I have no idea who the fuck
right, like,
are. And I've just
I wish I would have just stuck to myself when I started, man.
Can you do a diss track against this geezer? Can you do this? Can you do that? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I can, but like, I actually quite I don't even know who this other crew are. And it was like random, like because I've been put into several crews over the time, and people are like, "Oh yeah, join my crew." I'm like, "All right, whatever," and I join and shit. And then like suddenly I'm like pulled into some weird like crew war with like some random people.
That's what I'm saying. All this outside shit outside the battle rap shouldn't be like an issue. Like, like if you want to say some shit inside the ring, do I believe there's boundaries? Yeah, hell yeah.
There's be some sort of boundaries.
It depends on what it is, man, and it depends on how well you know the other person. Now, like, if you go into a battle knowingly, like, hey, I'm prepared, I know what this dude's gonna say, you're bringing yourself into that. It's battle rap. You're gonna have to deal with that shit and fight back in the ring. Okay, but if it's on more of a personal level and there's gonna be emotion brought into it, y'all shouldn't be battling. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
I agree with that.
There's friendly shit and there's not. So I remember Thomas vouched for this when I was facing Black Zod, and we fucking done the freestyle gauntlet, and it come to a draw, and we went to overtime. So we then done overtime, and then they were like, right, I still can't call it, and like it was going like for days. It was just going on. Like, I got to the point. I was like, "What is it actual beef? What is fucking like?" Known him for ages, and then like,
yeah, it's because there's some underlying bullshit that nobody.
You know what I mean? He was just
about. No, and that's the thing, man. If people just kept it 100 up front and was real with themselves first, there wouldn't be a lot of the shit going on.
Yeah, but that's due to the power of perception and opinion. Because everybody's so worried about everybody else's fucking feelings and opinion that they end up not being their fucking selves. Right. And that's the worst thing in battle rap, hip hop, or anything, because now you don't have no originality or none of that shit.
You're from Carolina, right, Cam?
Yeah. I'm born and raised.
Swamp say it the best, don't he? I'm the same motherfucker on the internet that I am in real life.
Exactly. Yeah, from all the conversations we've had personally, Rich is the same exact motherfucker y'all see on here, same motherfucker y'all see in a battle, same motherfucker y'all see on Facebook, same motherfucker you get personally.
No, you've never acted different, and I don't think I've ever acted different to you. Like I consider
No,
you a
that's what
really
I'm saying. Like the Rich that y'all got right now, that's the same motherfucker I've talked in personal conversations with. So
yeah,
That's what I'm saying. That's what everyone here is the same. That's the thing like that. Maybe all. That's
yeah.
what I
Well,
mean. You know, like
Dev's the same. Dev been the same dude since day. You know what I mean? Like I've never
hmm
like
I think you got to, especially with this, you just got to not take yourself that serious. Like I like fucking about. Like I said, I'll jump
no.
in freestyle. I'll freestyle battles. I'm just fucking around. I don't.
Yeah, I mean all the extra shit like the
I'll
trolling and
keep
shit.
up. Like,
That's supposed
I'll
to
do
be the
some like
fun part
fucking
of it, man.
stupid flows just because I'm fucking about with flows. I'll just go, hey, I'll
Yeah,
just do some funny shit. Just
because look, Cam a professional troll.
mates. You know what I'm saying? You know what I
He
mean?
will
But when
get
you
you
with your mates, you know what I'm saying? It's a different like. It's not like I'm jumping into something. When you get, when you sometimes you get added. You go right.
Yeah.
I've got to spit some fire. So these new. I've got to
I
that
want to
stage
say,
now that I don't really give a shit. I'll just jump in and like.
I told my dude Anthony that I brought in, I was like, man, it's kind of like jail, bro. You're gonna walk in and get tested. Okay.
Who?
People are gonna like, bump up on you a little bit. And if you don't respond, you're gonna hear a lot of shit.
Yeah,
So I
fight
said, you
back.
better
You
just
want
go
to
in
fight
there
back.
and just do what it is.
Hey, you better respond solid too, or you're still gonna hear a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, at
Becoming
least if you respond, then it's all right. But it's when people like they talk shit and they won't battle.
But at least if they're humble and they're speaking weak, if they're not firing back and getting all out of pocket, man, then I can deal with, you know what I mean? I can deal with it. I'm like, all right, well, at least he got tough skin.
Well, I'm not gonna mention it, but case in point, I think that's kind of why Rich said what he had to say about me being professional trolling and all. Not gonna say no names, but the other day, motherfucker almost got into a real situation because he jumped from the group chat to my personal inbox, and I'm like, bro, are we trolling or are you really trying to get your ass beat? Like the fuck?
Yeah,
Which which I guess I'll go into my story off of that because we're on trolling and shit. Yeah, I troll. It's one of the best ways to sell a motherfucking battle because the more shit you talk and the more people witness you talk that shit, the more the anticipation grows for that to happen on stage or online or wherever it's gonna happen.
and Cam, I'm not trying to cut you off, but I think that's okay for you to do as a vet. But I think some of these newer people, when they come in, they get caught in the fact of trying to troll and promote so much that their fucking material is ass.
You got to live up to the hype. There's no
You,
Well,
point.
not just that,
I'm
but
not
with the
talk shit to my
inexperience of them, like
yeah,
with a lot of the rookies doing it, they have a bad problem. And I've still to this day, sometimes I'll catch myself with it of confusing reality with trolling
yeah,
because trolling, we might sound like we ready to shoot each other in the fucking face when we see each other,
right,
but it's to build for a battle. And a
right.
lot of people don't know how to take the shit and not really want to come see me in person.
Right, and us as vets, though, like we understand that, but there's people that haven't went around a few states and traveled a little bit and done this shit don't realize. I've walked into states dolo by myself. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Hmm
and I have to put on that persona that I'm the same badass motherfucker I was in the battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and it's not that I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But if I don't show that tough skin when I get there, they ain't gonna believe in me.
hmm It's
So it's
gonna
like.
it's gonna seem like everything you promoted yourself as is false.
Exactly, and I'm not a false dude, man. I'm not saying I'm the hardest person at all, but I'm telling you, like, and I've always kept it rap. I'm like, when I get in the ring with you, it's a different story. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's how I've always tried to play it. So um, you just got people got to be able to separate the two and not worry so much about the trolling, unless you are a vet like Cam or myself, or like to know that you can be prepared and back it up. If you're not ready to back it up, don't troll.
I've
You
always
know
said,
what I mean?
if
Like,
you're in a battle rap group chat, if you're in a battle rap page, and you're talking shit to another battle rapper, don't do it unless you're not
well,
actually.
no, I think if you're talking shit to another battle rapper, that means you're prepared. You're ready. You've
In
already
your
wrote
mind,
your
you're already
shit.
ready.
You're
Like,
pretty
fuck
much
it. If he
done,
wants it, then
or
it's on.
you're in the process of doing it. You
That's
know what
how
I
I
mean?
see it. But I think
The people that do it most of the time haven't even wrote shit down.
so
They
there's
just
a
want to
difference.
flow.
I had to learn. I had to humble. And I think this is where Chris, bless him, like fails. is sometimes like you keep calling everyone out freestyle all the time. It's not a good look. You need to be able to prepare to use the pen as well, because I heard it before.
Mhm.
I'd argue with people online and I'd be like, right, fuck it, right.
Well, since we're on the
It's good in a way
subject of
that you're
trolling,
calling them out, but sometimes like when you overdo it, and Chris, God bless him, CWP is annoying.
Oh yeah,
Right, fuck it, because the other person will go, right, I'll battle, but I want to do it like.
yeah. To be honest with y'all,
Like that.
freestyling is my worst ability.
You're a pussy. You're a pussy. You're not up for doing it right now. It's like, yeah, not everyone's a freestyler. Not everyone wants to do it. And that's what you got to remember, because that's the problem. I think I started as a freestyler, and then I've only gone into written in the last couple of years. But
Ask Dev. I just started freestyling last year. The reason I started freestyling is because I choked on stage, and I really bad, man. Like I never had before.
is it like cannabis where you got like the fucking reading
and
from
I told myself,
let me get my papers out my pocket.
It was more just a thing for myself. Like I told myself, I was like, that will never happen again. If I ever happen to forget my shit or something, now I was, due to the fact that I was on some shit and I didn't sleep for a couple days. And these are not excuses. This is just the facts.
No, it happened.
Well, I fucked up. I fucked up
feel
myself.
that. I felt,
you know,
you don't understand how much I felt that right now.
Yeah, and the thing is too is that like I told myself I will never let that happen again, and that's why I started freestyling. It will not be a time where if I forget my bars, I am still going somehow. I will find a way to attack you.
Me, it was the opposite. I was made to write. I didn't want to write. When I went to, I think my first battle actually was on bars. Thomas set it up.
I made you write.
Andrew Dre, fucking gangster, fucking hell. But even then, and before I went to Joey as well, the same thing. They both went, right, if you're gonna come, like I know you can freestyle, but I actually want you to write. I want you to write. I want to see if you can actually do something else apart from freestyle. And I was like, oh, and then I've done it, and I was shit at it, and I'm still working on it. But like, that's the point. But sometimes you need that. Sometimes you do need that push. You need someone to go like, look, I know you're good at that. Why don't you do that? That's why I'm putting myself in all these situations where I'm doing topical battles. I've never done topical battles. I'm trying to start doing the diss tracks. That's my next aim. And like, I'm trying to push myself to like areas that I know I've got no experience in. And sometimes it's not even that I've been pushed into it. Like, you know what I mean? Like everyone I know on here has got music. So that's my next step, is to try and make some music. Because I'm the only battle rapper I know.
I'll be honest too, man. Oh, go ahead, sir.
Oh, my bad. Titan, on that note, with you saying that, can I drop some jewels for everybody?
Yeah, what I'm going to say is we've got 5 minutes in this one. We're going to start another one. But yeah, we've got 5 minutes.
With what Titan was saying, with that being said, that's why I always urge everybody that raps. I don't care if you fucking do online freestyle. Really, I'm more or less talking to the people that don't freestyle. I don't care if you do rap music. I don't care if you do alternative hip hop. I don't care what you do. I don't care if you're just strictly writing for battles. You owe it to yourself to learn the art of freestyle. Once you learn the art of freestyle, nothing can ever go wrong, because you have that ability in your back pocket of, boom, I can do this now. And once you learn how to do that, whatever you're doing gets 10 times better.
That's the best way. A lot of times
it's
I'm gonna tap in with y'all in a minute. My ride just got here. I will tap in with y'all in a minute.
Yeah, we're gonna end this anyway in a minute. We'll be like 10 minutes, and then we'll do another one if everyone's up for it. We'll do another one.
I'm going live on my page in 5 minutes to do this drawing for the beat.
We can leave it here, and then we'll pick it up next week. We'll do a different topic next week.
Well, no, I mean, I wouldn't be. I'm just pulling up over there to do the beat thing, but I'll be like just about 15 minutes. It ain't gonna be like.
What I'll do is I'll tap back in a bit. I'll finish this, get it downloaded.
If you guys want to stop at my page, I mean, anybody here, I mean, has a chance to win a beat too.
I'll come check it out. Let me just stop.
Yeah.